Sue, it's Bob.
Hi. I'm trying. I look like I'm a shadow.
There you
Hi.
That's better.
go. Yeah, I think the other part is, I say this all the time, and I think when you're diagnosed and you have your surgery and you go through everything and it's so fast, everything's so quick, quick, quick. You
Like a
don't
bullet.
have time to adjust to anything. It's really not until a year later that when the dust settles and you look back and then you're like, whoa, what just happened?
Right.
And that's when your mind catches up.
Right.
And
Exactly.
your body is still recovering from everything, but your mind is catching up to it all as your body's recovering. And that's why this lasts so long, I just had someone say to me the other day, I was just talking to Lisa about this, and someone said to me the other day, don't you feel so much better now that you get closer to your 5-year mark? And I was like, no, I actually feel worse. As I get, the farther out I get, the worse I feel, because I'm like, all right, when's it going to happen? Another friend of mine, so she finished treatment in November. Her cancer's in her lymph nodes. Back already. From November.
Oh my God.
So,
You got to wonder, did the surgeon do a sentinel node biopsy on her
yep.
and miss something, or
I don't know. They're not perfect. I totally get that. I get all of that, but she's got an 11-year-old. She's got a lot going on now. And she's right back in it again. And her head's spinning. She doesn't, and it's, and I'm not one to say to her, well, think positive.
Oh yeah.
I won't say that. I mean,
No.
I keep telling her day by day, and you guys know how it is. You go to a doctor's appointment and it's just more questions. It's not more answers. So she goes to the surgeon today. Well, the surgeon's going to tell her X, we need to get whatever. Whatever the surgeon says to her is great. But then she still needs to go talk to the oncologist. So she's really not going to have any questions really answered,
Right.
Sue, did you get your scan results back?
Yeah, I'm still dancing with Ned.
Is he your BFF?
Yeah. Yeah, but the only thing that I don't understand, and my GP told me 2 days ago not to worry about it, is that I've gone from having one cyst on my liver, and then the next scan it was 2, and now it's 5. And one of them is almost 3 centimeters big. And so I'm wondering if, even though there's no, activity on them, if that's something I should be a little bit concerned about, because I've always had this upper right quadrant pain that they have assumed was due to a lazy gallbladder. But could it be that these cysts, are growing, and some of them, I don't know if it's actually the cysts, but I mean, I can feel like lumps underneath my rib cage. And I had the oncologist feel it the last month I was there, and she's like, yeah, I feel it. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about.
So they're just, I'm not saying it like but they're just cysts, they're not cancerous tumors?
Well, that's what the report says, but why do I keep getting more of them?
Yeah.
And why does and this one has been growing, and I can go back to the very first PET scan, and I have them printed out where it says it was 0.5 centimeters, and then the next scan was 1 centimeter, and now it's almost 3. So one of these little bastards is growing, and that really makes me uncomfortable. I almost want to say I want a biopsy.
Yeah, I you wonder why they're not. That's odd. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I see my oncologist tomorrow, so I'm going to have a chat with her about that.
Yeah, definitely, because that's all these questions. And sometimes don't you feel like us, via our social network circles, can find more information than our doctors even give us?
Sometimes, yes.
I swear to God, I think that, and by information, I don't just mean about our own case, but I mean research-wise. If I put a post up and then all these people start commenting, yes, I had that, or yes, I didn't have that, or you can almost get a cluster going on, and you can get information out of that. I wonder why Like, I wonder how much research is really being done about different things like that. Does that make any sense what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean, Bob? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I would insist on a biopsy. I mean, I know they're not
Absolutely, right?
for the liver, but I certainly would insist on a biopsy.
Especially when she comes back here, I want to ask her, like, when was that first PET scan? Like, how quickly did that grow? That's insane. Because then you think, you sit there and you think, God, is it growing? Is it cancer? I mean, just the anxiety of it alone is enough to kill you.
True, true, true.
You know? And I think that doctors almost need to be educated in the waiting game version of this. You know, she's...
True.
So, when was the first PET scan? So, it grew from 1 to 3 in how many months, years, whatever?
Let me see. I don't have the very, very first one, which was August 2003. But the next one in 2013, I'm sorry. The next one that I have printed, it's February 2014. So we're talking from February until last week.
So in 1 year, it's grown 2 centimeters.
Yes.
Yeah, I would insist on a biopsy.
Yeah, it's just just something about it. It doesn't feel right to me, and I almost feel like I'm being a hypochondriac, like I'm looking for something to be wrong, but I don't want then the next PET scan that there's all this activity, and then I'm going to be like, see, now if you guys had done something.
Right.
And that's why you want to ask for a biopsy.
Yeah.
It's your body, and you have a right to ask for it. And if the doctor says no, then you need to say, well, why not?
Right.
You know,
So, and I think it's and the other thing that we always forget, our doctors, we are employing our doctors. They are essentially our employees.
Right.
We pay them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We always look at our, you know, so many people look at their doctors and they're like, well, I don't want to bother them, or, you know, I feel like I'm annoying my doctor. Who cares? You're paying their freaking Hawaii vacation, you know?
Oh, yeah.
All you want.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, when she was 35, insisted on a mammogram. No family history of breast cancer. None. And the doctor said, no, you don't need a mammogram. You've never even, you know, there's nothing going on. Nope, I want a mammogram. I want a baseline. She had freaking breast cancer. So, you know, sometimes I think you got to push the doctor to get whatever you need to hear. And, you know, so it could be nothing. It could just be a cyst.
Right.
Why not check that off your list?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, in April, I was admitted for 5 days to the hospital because I had this upper right pain, and it was in my shoulder, and I couldn't breathe, and they did everything. They did another HIDA scan. There was nothing wrong, and they just, you know, chalked it up to maybe, you know, rib pain or something.
Right.
They were going to give me a bone scan. They never did. I just had CTs and MRIs, and then they said there's nothing wrong with me. But when I Google, you know, like liver cysts and things like that, they do say that if they fill up with blood and then rupture, that it causes all of this type of pain that I've been having. So I'm just wondering if these little things are, you know, growing and then rupturing and then growing again. I don't know.
Right. It's too much to think that you shouldn't have to think about so much. Your doctor should definitely be giving you some sort of guidance and some sort of ease. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, we'll see.
Well, you better keep us posted.
Yeah, I go tomorrow morning, and of course my calcium is low again, so I don't know if I'll get my shot. I don't know. I'm taking supplements, I'm taking vitamin D, and I can't get it to be in the standard range at all.
Now someone just my friend not telling. Do you know her?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She just posted something about calcium.
Oh, did she? I didn't see it.
maybe she emailed me. Wait, I think she did. No, I think she posted it. Oh no, maybe it was potassium.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was potassium. Oh, we got double Lisa going on. Lisa, look at you're on there twice.
Well, you called me.
Yeah.
And then it like disappeared. So then I just joined it on my own. It's very strange.
How did you join it on your own? I'm curious about that.
It just said like I got a social email that said you guys were doing a hangout. Join the hangout.
Okay.
It wasn't like someone called me.
Okay.
But it doesn't always work like that.
I know. I've tried to set it up so that happens like that, but Google Hangout's weird. It doesn't always work that way.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get rid of my other one either. Sorry.
You're a nice lady. I'd like to have two of you.
You want to just share it?
I'm not going to eject you. Last time I ejected you, we couldn't have you back on.
Don't eject me. Hi, everyone. Hi, Bob. Hi, Sue. How are you?
Good.
Did you just
Hey, Lisa, you're your
something? Sue?
Wait, say it again.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you have scans or something?
Yeah, I had a PET scan last week, and they say I'm still no evidence of disease.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, I don't believe it, but we'll see.
You don't believe it because of how you feel, you mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was telling Bob and Anne-Marie that I've always had like this upper right quadrant pain, and apparently I have gone from having, like one liver cyst to two. Now I have 5 of them, and one of them is almost like 3 centimeters. And I think I'm going to ask for a biopsy tomorrow.
So you have 5 cysts, and they say it's not. None of them are cancer.
That's what they say.
Huh.
But I don't know why I keep. I mean, I can understand one liver cyst, but now I've got since February of 2014 to now, I've gone to like 1 or 2 to 5, and the one that they've seen all along has been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, is that normal for a cyst to grow like that? I don't know.
Well, I'm the cyst queen, so I grow cysts like it's my job.
So you're a grower.
It's not even funny how I grow cysts, but that being said, your liver's a different unit. You know what I mean? I think that needs to be watched.
Well, they're watching it, but I don't think it's a bad idea to get. And
No.
your liver enzymes, are they all normal, Sue?
Well, they bounce back and forth.
That's what I was going to ask. Good question,
Yeah,
Lisa.
they
What's
bounce
up?
back and forth. One of them is, and I forget if it's the ALT but one of them is above the highest end. And at one point, they were almost triple, and then they went back down again. So they bounce around all the time. They're never, always stable.
It is crazy. What about, do they do tumor markers on you? Like, do they ever give you blood work to check any of that?
My CEA is 1.4, and I'm still waiting for what's the other one, the 27 something?
Which we all know are not accurate for breast cancer.
I know. I just was going to say that.
But do they like follow trends with you?
Yeah, they've the one that I was concerned about, I think it's the 27, 20 something. That one goes up and down. The other ones have been, once they came down, they've stayed down.
But so the other one at one point, that's normal, right?
Yeah.
That's normal.
But the other one hasn't come back yet. That'll probably come back tonight. That always takes a little bit longer than everything else.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see what it is. It was down last month. But at one point it was almost 50, and I addressed it with my oncologist, and she says, I don't worry until they're double what they should be on the high end.
But you have pain where your liver is. Is she frozen?
Is she frozen?
Yep.
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 While we're waiting, Lisa, did you ever send me that email about that trial?
I sure didn't. Thank you for reminding me. I'll send it to you right as soon as we're done.
Okay.
Thank God. You have to remind me because I don't remember anything. Emery knows that, right, Emery?
Yeah, but I don't either.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't, because so I sent Bob and Andy an email the other day because I knew one of them, we were talking about camp, oh, geez, see? There goes my brain. What's the camp? With the breast cancer and the men.
Oh, Camp Lejeune.
What? What'd you say?
Camp Lejeune.
Yes. And I was like, the war thing, the camp. And Bob was like, no, it wasn't me.
Why did you recognize anything you were saying? Do you need that link, or did you find something?
No, I found one on and then I finally knew it wasn't a war; it was a camp. So I had to retrace my brain for I sat at my computer and just stared for 15 minutes trying to remember what it was. But Tom found that so interesting. I sent it to him, and he just was flabbergasted by it.
What am I missing? Flabbergasted by what now?
Oh, Camp Lejeune, breast cancer.
Go ahead, Bob. You go for it.
Yeah, that's the Camp Lejeune military base has a huge breast cancer cluster in
Really?
them.
Yeah, huge.
For years, like from 1950 to present day.
Do they have any clue as to why?
It was the water.
Yep.
It was the past water contamination.
With what?
Even recognizes it. They're saying
They do
solvents,
list the chemicals.
Yeah, industrial solvents, benzene, and other chemicals.
Was there a factory there or something?
I don't think so. I think it was just they dumped whatever. I mean, I can't imagine what they would dump from a military base. Perchloroethylene, trichloroethylene, benzene, vinyl chloride.
Where is that now?
This is Camp Lejeune in, North Carolina?
North Carolina, yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's perchloroethylene is a dry cleaning agent. Trichloroethylene is a metal greasing solvent. Benzene is a fuel component.
Hydrofracking's fine, people. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, and have you heard about all the earthquakes here in Connecticut, up in Plainfield? We've had 10 little...
having earthquakes?
Yeah, we've had 10 in the past 4 or 5 days.
Get out!
1 point something.
No, I haven't even heard of one. How come I'm not hearing about this?
I don't know.
You're drinking your milk.
I am drinking my milk. Sorry, I haven't eaten yet today.
I don't remember the last time I drank a glass of milk. I think I was 2.
I love to have a glass of milk.
It's making me gag.
I love milk.
Oh my God.
For you. It probably caused my cancer.
Definitely.
It's
the hormones. Is that organic?
Oh, of course.
No, tell us about the earthquakes, Bob.
Yep, hang on a second. I'm trying to pull up the...
Oh, and there's Stacy. Hi, Stacy!
Hi. Trying to figure out all this. I have a new computer.
Okay.
You can only see half of me.
Wait, there's
No, we can see you.
I love milk.
There.
Oh,
For you. It's probably caused
We're a very wacky bunch.
yes.
Oh, great. Good.
Sure, you're back. You were frozen there.
So,
Yeah,
you guys, real quick, this is Stacy who just joined us.
Hi.
Stacy is originally from the Syracuse area, but lives down in DC
I live in Washington
area.
now.
Where do you live?
I live in outside of Washington.
So do I. Where do you live?
Oh, get out, really? I live in Sterling. I'm currently at work.
You live in Virginia. I live in Maryland.
Oh, okay. I used to work at the University of Maryland.
You did?
Mhm.
You're from Syracuse?
I am.
Just joined us.
Me too.
Small world.
I know, right? Are you I don't hear Anne Marie anymore.
I'm right here.
I see her.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Outside of Washington.
I think someone's playing the Hangout.
Yeah. I'm currently at work.
Yeah, I hear it like backwards.
Oh, okay. I used to work at
Yeah, it's on delay.
Okay.
Someone's got to shut the Hangout off.
From Syracuse?
I am. Weird.
Who's playing? Is it me? Am I playing the Hangout? I know, right? Are you?
I don't know.
I see her.
Oh, they're dropping like flies.
No, it wasn't. I think Stacy, are you playing the Hangout in the background?
No, I just have it up. Or
Yeah, you got to take it down because us talking like on the YouTube.
Okay, well let me go away. I'll be back.
No, okay. Oh, okay. And then just come back through Google.
Okay.
So
and then there were two.
So are you gone
Okay,
too?
here it is. Okay.
Now I don't have a picture of you.
Of me?
Yeah, I don't have a picture of you.
Hold on.
Oh, and I've got. There you go.
There we go.
Anyway, so Plainfield is in the eastern part of Connecticut,
Yeah?
and they've had like 10 earthquakes in the past.
Oh my God.
Little ones, but they're shaking houses and.
Could you not sing while I'm doing this? Thanks. I'm doing a Hangout. Do you remember Anne Marie? Stacy.
Stacy, you can sing for us. Only if you can make up a breast cancer song.
You want to make up a breast cancer song? So where did everybody go?
Well, I think Stacy had it going in the background, so she was going to go and come back. And Sue just sent me a message and said, "Grrr, I hate my phone."
She's talking on her phone?
I don't know. I can barely keep up with myself. So why do they think that Connecticut's having earthquakes?
They have no idea. The police are investigating.
Wait, they're investigating?
I know. What?
Why are the police investigating?
Because people keep calling the police department and saying,
That's
my
hilarious.
house is shaking. You know, why is my house shaking?
Shaking.
Usually, like, it's not usually criminal activity when there's an earthquake.
I don't know.
Well,
People are stupid in Connecticut sometimes.
People are stupid everywhere.
they really, really, really are. I have been getting the weirdest, strangest comments, worst than ever before.
On your page?
In my inbox. I just have to shake my head. And I'm like, someone asked me if tamoxifen is the chemo that they take.
Nope, not me.
No, it wasn't you. I was like, tamoxifen's not a chemo. They're like, well, it's a type of chemo. I'm like, no.
But there's a lot of people that think that, though.
But are there doctors telling them that?
No, I think they just get wrapped up that it's part of the chemo regimen.
Right. Since it's treating their cancer, they assume it's chemotherapy.
Right, but it's not.
No, definitely not. Just makes it more like men.
And then, Lisa, you'll love this comment. Someone told me that they can't follow my page anymore because I promote too much of not taking tamoxifen.
Really? Okay.
And I said, okay, bye-bye.
You promote not taking
Not taking tamoxifen.
Interesting.
And I said, bye-bye.
I know it's hard for you, Anne Marie, because it's your page, so you're definitely more sensitive to it. But like when you tell me the things that people say, it's so ridiculous and so stupid that I can't even imagine giving it. It's like you're out there with so many people.
I know, and those comments I can laugh at. When they comment like personally, then that's when I get more upset. Like like when they comment about a picture, then I'm like, just shut up. But I can't say anything. I gotta be like, okay, it's fine.
What about the oh my god? Did the woman ever respond to why she wrote oh my god under?
Yeah, she wrote oh my god. I was like, why oh my god? I don't even understand why oh my god.
Did she respond?
Nope. No. And what about the lady who yelled at me and told me to get out of her face? Remember?
Yeah, but you're not in her face.
Yeah.
No, I think she thought that I was putting stuff on her page. Lisa, remember it was the lady with the diamond? Remember I put that picture, every piece of coal, whatever, if you rub it.
Yeah. Which is a nice quote.
It's a great quote, right?
Yeah.
And she wrote, why don't you go back under the rock you crawled out of? Remember? No, it was under my blog. It was under my blog. I posted my blog, and she wrote, why don't you go back under the rock you crawled out of? I was like, excuse me? What are you talking about?
Wow.
And she goes, leave me alone. You're harassing me. I'm like, you're on my page.
Exactly. That's why it's so
I think
ridiculous.
Go back to your own page. That's so
It's
bizarre.
very odd, but I don't know what her deal was. So,
You have a fish
Stacey,
salad?
you're at work.
I am.
Stacey,
So-
do you want to tell a little bit about you? So
I just got back from having my own treatment this morning, so it was kind of like surprise because I talked to I've been shuffling around my doctor's appointment all day today, so they shuffled all around yesterday, and then, oh, by the way, can you do treatment tomorrow? I'm kind of like, sure. So I had, labs, and I'm back on track with treatments, so that was, right now, so far, I feel okay. We'll see how the rest of the day goes, whether I crash and burn, and see how I feel tomorrow. I have to go back and get my shot, but,
What treatment did you get today?
Doxorubin.
So what is your story? What is
Stage 4 metastatic.
fun?
Yeah. And I got this all diagnosed in October, and I was like, wow, okay. So it's been kind of a roller coaster ride of just trying to figure everything out. And I just started my new job, and, it's like,
Oh my gosh.
so, but I've worked here before, so I know it's like I've been away from here for 2 years, so now I'm back, so it's good. I'm glad to be back in a place I like and with people I know and stuff like that. So it's been helpful, but it's just been kind of a whirlwind past few months.
Were you diagnosed stage 4, or this is?
Yep. Yeah, it was inflammatory.
I wish Sephora's at physical therapy, but Sephora usually joins in on the chat, Stacy, and she is inflammatory stage 4, and I really wish she could have been here because I think you'd get a kick out of her, and I think she'd really like you a lot. So next week she'll be here.
Talk to her, please, my best.
Yeah, she's on an oral chemo right now, so.
Oh, okay. I'm hoping I can get to that stage. I finish up my treatments at the end of February, and then it'll be surgery time. So I just don't know specifically when or where or anything like that. So, and I'm going to face a double. So, and then after that, it'll be radiation and then hormone treatment because I'm PR positive, HER2 negative.
So interesting how doctors are so different because you're saying surgery, and Sue, who just popped out, I don't know what happened, and she'll come back on, I'm sure, she's stage 4, but doctors said no surgery.
Really?
But she's not inflammatory, right? What is she?
She's not inflammatory, but still, I mean, I can't remember what she is. I can barely remember what I am.
I know, but she's not. But I don't think she's inflammatory. I know they sort of treat inflammatory differently.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
They do.
Yeah, we're strange beings.
Yeah,
we are strange beings.
And so where else is it, Stacy?
Bones, lymph node. They aren't sure. I'm hoping that's where it stays. I mean, they said it's pretty much spread throughout a lot. There's little pockets all throughout my bones, so it's fun.
Are you in chronic pain? I know
Actually, surprisingly, no. And I'm surprised. But I haven't really talked about most of other meds because I have MS, so it makes it, that at least it's probably, I would probably have more pain if I weren't for the drugs that I'm on.
Now, Stacy, I spoke with a woman who had full hardcore MS, like debilitating, walked with a cane.
Really?
And was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer, invasive, needed chemotherapy. She had chemo, had surgery. Her MS went away, gone. She hasn't had it in 3 years.
Yeah,
Not one
that's
single
what they told
symptom.
me too. That oh hey, the good news is, so that's helpful.
That's bizarre. So it can get rid of your MS?
Yes.
Or it can aggravate it, or it can trigger it. It can trigger it. It can either remove it or it triggers it.
Yeah, it's removed a lot of the autoimmune stuff for me, which that's at least a good thing.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. You deserve a good thing.
Yeah.
How warped is it when you sit here and you're like, well, I got stage 4 breast cancer, but my MS went away, so it's all good.
Right, I know. Sad, huh?
But can it make it go away permanently, or it just puts it in?
I don't know, because they told me after I was finished with everything that I needed to go back on my other meds. So I'll just have to see. It's kind of, you don't know until you get there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun times.
No, you don't. I feel like you should be, exempt from getting the MS or one is enough.
Yeah, you think so. Ooh, sorry.
Oh, Boston.
I like my ringtone. Hello. Oh, good. Well, I like it when there's nobody on the other end. That's even better. Yeah, that ringtone is great. I had it one time it started going off at an event that I was helping set up, and so everybody's scrambling to shut the windows, thinking that it's loud music coming from like elsewhere to disrupt the event. I'm like, oh my god, it's my phone. I'm so sorry. But it's actually a whole special meeting because it's something my husband and I grew up in. Spent college in Boston and Massachusetts and stuff, but that I played this song the night my father passed away from brain cancer, and it was something that I traveled down the back roads of Pompey, if you're familiar with that area, and just at like 100 miles an hour with all the windows open and that song blasting. So anyways, I digress, but...
Right. It makes you feel good when you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
It brings you some sort of comfort.
Yep.
Right?
So how tough is that drug you're on, Stacy? I'm not really familiar with it.
They call it the
But
Red
don't
Death.
worry, she'll research it when we hang up.
Yeah, no, they call it the Red Death. It's one of the stronger ones.
Oh, you're
They
on the Red
like
Death.
Kool-Aid.
It's
And
not like you're not on adriamycin.
No, it's doxorubicin.
Huh. Who's back? I hear it clicking.
I keep hearing it too. I think someone's sending me a question.
Wow.
Please hold.
The Red Devil is, oh god.
Yeah, I have that red one too. The adriamycin is also red, but I don't.
Yeah, this one looks like Kool-Aid, and they have to push it in because it's a vesicant.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's gonna make me crazy.
Lisa's a nurse, which is great because we need her.
It's annoying.
Shut up! I can't you say that. It's not annoying at all. It's fantastic.
No, it's good because you have I see a kitty, but oh no, it's a dog. Hi, doggy.
Yeah, that's Lulu. She's gonna tear apart something. She has questions that we wouldn't think to ask, and I think it's important to ask those questions.
Doxorubicin is adriamycin.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is.
Oh, okay. Well, now we know.
Wow. So that is interesting. So you're getting
It's-
just that.
Yeah, that and something else for bones, like a bone strengthener, and I can't remember the name of it.
Neulasta.
Okay, so
Yeah,
bone
that I get.
strengthener.
That I'm getting tomorrow.
That's
Does that bone
Neulasta.
strengthener give you a fever?
No, it made me really, really, really tired.
Yeah.
Most everything just wipes me out.
Yeah.
So, knock on wood, I haven't had anything more than that other than just rotten fatigue.
That's pretty much what I had with it also. Like it was supposed to be the really bad stuff, but
Right, yeah, that's what they told me. Oh, you're going to die on this, and you're going to feel miserable, you're going to just blah, blah, blah. But they also have been like, they load me up with a lot of anti-nausea medicine with it. So they promised that I wouldn't, that would at least help.
Yes. Yeah. I
And so
didn't get
far,
sick with it
it
at all.
has.
How many rounds are you on, Stacy?
This is my 3rd of 6.
Okay, so you're halfway.
Yeah, yay.
Yeah,
Do you
that's right.
get it every week or every 2 weeks?
Every 3 weeks. So then my next, so I have the last two are in February.
I can't believe she just had Red Devil and now she's at work.
I know. I can't believe it either. Really.
Let's see how long. I mean,
Impressive.
I gotta work. That's what pays my health insurance. So gotta be here.
How's your Stacy? How's your support system?
Good. You know, I have a really good sportsman. I live with my boyfriend. It's been hard because he's had to wrap his mind around a lot of things. And he's one of those guys who, you know, is the stoic one, but he also wants to be Mr. Fix-It. So he wants to, like, you know, something that's not tangible that he can't fix or...
We don't know anything about that, do we, guys?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'm sure you can relate.
That's typical male behavior.
But the thing is, he doesn't want to talk about the big picture, like what's coming down the road in terms of, like, I got this that BFF bag, you know, that has all the goodies in it and all that stuff. So I was telling him, like, oh, wow, this will be great for helping my drains and changing the gauze. He's like, I don't want to hear about that. He's like, I don't want to talk about that. Can you just not talk about it? You know, so it's weird because, you know, but he'll take it when it shows up, but he doesn't want to hear about it in advance.
Right.
But, you know, my family's in South Carolina. You know, they're only a phone call away, and then I'm very close still to my ex-husband, and he's great. He's the one who cries. He's the guy who cries. He's Mr. Ball of Mush, which is great. So I've got, you know, the balance between the two.
Right.
But then I have good friends here in D.C. and stuff like that. So, you know, I feel like I'm fairly well taken care of. But it's nice to also find a community like y'all and just, you know, at least to have those resources too, because it's been very helpful.
You need to reach out to cancer people. As Bob and I were saying earlier before everyone came on, your support system is fantastic, and it's great that they, you know, will help you with your drains and take you to treatment. But, you know, when you're crying in the bathroom for no apparent reason, they really have no clue as to why. And I mean, the reality is you probably really don't even know why, but you need to cry, and they just want you to stop crying and just cut it out. You know, what's your problem? You know,
right? Yeah, I've had that happen to me a couple of times. Why are you crying? I'm like, well, geez, you know, I'm looking at the big picture of things, and it's really kind of freaking scary. And, you know, I've got a lot coming up ahead, and I want to be able to talk about it now, but I can't because you kind of have put up this little wall that says, let's just take this as they come.
Yeah, and I will say, though, partly he is right. I mean, with your DX, you need to take it step by step and see what's going to happen next. We actually were just talking about another friend of ours was just diagnosed with the cancer reoccurring into her lymph nodes, and you have to take it step by step because you don't know what the next step's going to be. You know, it might be surgery, it might be whatever, so you can't jump into the next boat until you know, see which, you know, dock you're leaving from. But when you get there, then you're okay. But at the same time, you also need to feed any information you can about all those different avenues.
That's the one.
You want to be prepared.
Reading, and I've gone to the Life with Cancer Center here is great because they have classes and workshops, and so I was doing for most of the fall or winter, I was doing some educational classes through the center and you know, learning about books and all this stuff. I'm sorry?
What's it called?
Life with Cancer. It's through Inova Health System.
Oh.
They have a great little house actually right behind Fairfax Hospital, and it's wonderful. It's just and the people who run it are just super supportive, super knowledgeable. They're nurses and social workers and all this kind of stuff. They do kids programs there. They do yoga. They do, you know, drum therapy, dance therapy. You know, I mean, it's a great center to have, and I'm very pleased that it's in my area.
That's great. I live in the wrong place. Like, there's great things in Baltimore, there's great things in Fairfax, and just where I live, there's nothing like that yet.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is, but whatever. Plus, you're going through enough right now with just the phase that you're in to even, like, that's enough to deal with, let alone you know, thinking about the next thing that you have.
I wish that there was a way for the outsiders to just grasp a little bit of what this is like. Yeah. You know, I on Monday I had gone to the plastic surgeon for a recheck, and my scars are so bad that they have to be fixed. They have to be taken care of because I had scar tissue built up so bad that I felt like I had a lump. I was like, oh my God, is that a lump?
What did they say about that, Anne-Marie? That was scar tissue?
Yep. She's like, I could do a sonogram, but I feel like it's scar tissue, and I really don't want a sonogram because I have to have an MRI in May because my doctor does them yearly, and I don't want another one. But then from there, she's like, I can feel that nodule on your thyroid. We have got to have that looked at. So I called my endocrinologist, and they were like, come in right now. So I go into the endocrinologist. He's like, all right, let's try to biopsy it, or let's try to aspirate it. And he couldn't aspirate it. So then I'm getting a sonogram. You know, people don't understand, like, to the average person, to go and have all that done is, okay, I had to go to the doctors, no big deal. But to us, you know, I walked out of there and they were like, all right, well, look at, you know, more than likely we have a biopsy at the end of the week. I hear biopsy and I'm already like, you couldn't aspirate it because it was solid. So I'm already freaking out because, you know, I need fluid in there. I want a little fluid in there.
Yeah.
The reality is he probably couldn't aspirate it because it's so deep into my thyroid. You know, it's so deep back.
I have a nodule too, and my when I went to the endocrinologist, the guy was like, "Yeah, you have a nodule, but it's small, and everybody has nodules, and I'm not going to worry about it."
Everybody has nodules. I've had these 5 that have grown, and this particular one has grown so much since August that it needed to be looked at.
Yeah,
I've been dealing with thyroid. They're absolutely right. It's different now when they start growing at a fast pace, though. I mean,
yeah.
Then
you're kind of like, you know.
Yes. And this is what I'm saying. Like, normally, like 7 years ago when I was dealing with this, I was like,
Like annoying, have to have it looked at.
Now I'm like waiting for my letter to come in to find out when the biopsy is. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Your head's, you know, and then because I keloid, I wanted Lisa to hear this, but the dipshit walked away.
Sorry, my phone is ringing.
Landline.
You get keloids? I do too.
Horrible. And so they were saying that if they remove the nodule or if they remove my whole thyroid, that I have to have radiation because I can't get a keloid in my neck. You can't get a keloid there. It'll constrict your airway.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
the last thing you want to do is undergo more of that.
I mean, my mind doesn't. In the past, I'd be like, Now I'm like, you know, I feel like I just get from one step. Then you get one step and it's 2 steps backwards.
Yep.
And I was in a really bad mood Friday.
You got to keep, and the thing that sucks is you got to keep moving forward, and sometimes it's just really hard. But, I mean, that's the thing I've been telling myself is I just have to keep pushing forward and not let myself wallow in self-pity. I have to do what I need to do for self-care, but I just can't let it get to me. You know what I mean? And everyone's like, "Oh, you're so strong."
I agree with that, but you have to also feel that emotion.
Right? Yeah. But everybody's like, "Oh, you're so strong. You're so brave." I'm like, I don't feel that way. I'm hiding it.
You have to feel that fright, and you have to feel that being scared. And it's okay to hang out there for a little bit. Just don't live there. But
right, exactly.
I mean, because if you don't feel that and you push it through and you pretend like everything's okay, then when you do have a breakdown moment, no one knows what to do with you.
Yeah.
They'll look at you like, oh, crap, she's crying. Now what do we do?
Yeah, well, my boyfriend looks at me like that every time I cry.
Well, I think it's
boyfriends are dumb, aren't they?
What was that?
Boyfriends are dumb, aren't they, Bob?
Yeah, they are. Stacy, let me just stop and introduce myself. I'm a survivor, here. I was diagnosed in 2012 with what the hell was I diagnosed with, Anne-Marie?
You had breast cancer.
Invasive ductal carcinoma. I had mastectomy. I had 14 lymph nodes taken. 7 were positive for cancer. I was ER/PR positive, HER2 negative. I had the mastectomy followed by 6 rounds of chemotherapy, just like you, every 3 weeks for 18 weeks. So I was on adriamycin, Cytoxan, and Taxotere every visit. So it was very aggressive. And then it was followed by 25 doses of radiation. And here I sit.
You'll get over it.
But I'll get over it. Yeah, my other half told me the other day that, I need to get over it. I need to get over the cancer. It's done. So I'm kind of pissed at him, but, whatever.
Yeah, I would be too.
Because it's never done. And that's why it's important to talk to people like this. Because we get it.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, and then I do have to say, Bob, that is why this is so important, so that we can get it out here, so we don't lay it on them as much.
Right.
Exactly.
In the same respect, if they want to love us, they got to deal with it.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, I deal with my husband leaving the toilet seat up.
Oh my God, me too. Ugh.
The other day, last night, Tom's in bed. He's like, I'm like, oh my God, are you getting sick? Go away. He was so mad at me. He was like, I laid in bed with you when you had breast cancer, and I helped you with your drains, and you can't even help me with my cold. I'm like, no, get away.
Men
Go
are the
over
worst
there.
when they
Like,
get
maybe you
colds.
should
They
go
get
on
so
the couch.
whiny.
I do not want a
offense.
cold.
Right. Bob, are your toilet seats just up all the time?
No,
You
they're
made
down
me
all
spit my
the time.
soda.
They're
What's
down
that?
all the time, usually.
You made me spit my soda.
They're,
I'm
well, they're
I'm
down.
never going to Bob's house because his house is just toilet seat up, 24/7.
Lisa, I have 5 boys in my house. I'm the only girl.
That's true, and we are the opposite with the 5 women, and we never have toilet paper.
We don't either, because I swear to God, my boys are part girl. I've never met boys that have to wipe their unit. I mean, what the hell are you wiping?
They do.
Look at your face. Yeah, they do.
You need to block.
What?
You're supposed to like teach him to shake it or something.
You guys are terrible.
Look at
No, I never-
Stacy. It's either this or poop. So take your pick.
Wow, all right. I'm so glad I'm listening to this at work.
You missed our whole poop conversation.
Yes, if Sephora were here, we'd be talking about poop.
Poop
Awesome.
is very important.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it really is.
You know, I do want to say something about poop. Without really talking about poop, since we had the poop discussion, I have seen like 6 people post blogs about poop.
Wow.
I swear to God.
Poop Awareness Month or something.
I guess
I
so.
think they're copying us.
Probably.
That's hilarious.
I think they want to be pooperific.
Terrific. Mm.
You know, that whole cancer thing, Bob, like you said, your boyfriend, you got to get over it.
Oh, we got an echo.
I mean, there's a line, obviously, where it's healthy to not, obviously, you don't want to be thinking about it 24/7 or whatever.
And I don't.
Right. But that is the one thing that I just don't think that anybody else could understand, that
Right.
for so many reasons it can't be.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
many reasons,
Yeah.
I mean, don't we all wish we could, but it's just never going to be that way. It's just
Right.
not.
But then there's also a fine line. I have a friend who's on Facebook who all he does is whine about how much pain he's in. He just is in such pain, and he's so tired all the time. And he just whines and whines and whines about it. And it's like, I know he's doing it because he wants everybody to reach out to him and say, oh, it'll be better, you'll be fine, get through it, we love you, blah, blah, blah.
Wait, does he have cancer?
No, he's got.
He's just a whiny asshole.
He lives in chronic pain, and he's just one of those people who likes to whine about it. And sometimes I just want to be like, would you just get over it? There are others of us who are dealing with the same thing you are, but, we managed to get through it, and I don't know why you feel the need to,
Well,
make
actually,
everybody else
it's
feel guilty
something
because
that
you're
we
not.
talk about a lot. And not only do you have all of that, but you have chemotherapy and going to work and metastatic cancer on top of all of that. So it's
Yeah, so I got that going for me, to quote Bill Murray.
yeah. Yeah, that's it. I totally hear you. I totally, completely understand what you just said. It's very, very annoying, like to the point where I've actually gone off on people.
I've tried really hard not to. I've wanted to, but I've held my tongue, and I'm just going to be like, and I don't respond when he posts this stuff. I just kind of scroll, I just continue on and look at something else. But it's just like, really, dude, come on, I just kind of want to slap him.
And actually, Lisa, this goes back to what you and I were saying the other day. You can't change him. Like he was like that before you were diagnosed.
Yeah.
So that even if you put a picture of yourself getting infused with the red devil, and then if you were sick, being nauseous, somewhere, it still wouldn't register in his head why that is worse than this.
Nope.
It just wouldn't even.
No, because it's all about him.
Mm-hmm.
probably, and obviously I don't know him, but
It is, no, that it's totally about that. I mean, I've said things to him before about almost to that effect. I'm like, look, this is what I'm dealing with, and he's just like, oh, well, that's nice. So my pain is this, you know. It's just like, you know, he's like one up you in terms of, well, you know, I'm worse than you are, kind of thing. It's like, great,
yeah. Say, here you go, here's your medal, you win.
right?
Yeah.
I'll never understand that as long as I live. Hey, my cancer is so much worse than yours, Amber.
I will never understand that. And the reason why I'll never understand that isn't just because of the degree of the cancer or the severity of the cancer, but you also don't know what that person's life is like. I mean, they could be getting abused by their spouse. They could be, you know, living in poverty. They could, I don't know, there's be a million. They could, you know, be living with Tony and have the toilet seat up 24/7. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
Just take the toilet seats off. I don't know. Would that work?
exactly.
Well, sometimes you need the toilet seat.
True.
Totally, that is the most
That is my
nastiest
cat.
way to go to the bathroom. Anyways, you just don't know what all that other stuff plays into it. So their cancer may not seem that hard. It may be really easy, but their life may be challenged so much that that cancer added to it makes their cancer enormous.
Right.
Plus, like, to me, it's just, okay, so yours is worse. What's the benefit of that? What do you get from that? What? Like,
I have no idea.
like yippee. You know, I mean, it just makes no sense whatsoever. Mine is
And
worse.
if there was an award for it, who wants it?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. What's the gain of it?
Right.
You
Yep.
know?
Yeah, yeah. And the heartbreak of all of it is incredible. Like,
Yeah, you feel bad for the person, you know. I mean, I feel bad for him. I'm sorry that he feels so shitty, but, you know, it's like, I can't sit there and, you know, nothing's going to make you feel better, so, you know, I'm sorry you feel like that, but I gotta keep going. I gotta keep doing what I'm doing. I gotta live my life, and I've gotta deal with my own pain and
Your
sadness.
days are hard enough to get through just doing what you're doing, you know.
Yep.
Have to. And it doesn't really get you anywhere to just sit there and complain like that 24/7. Nobody wants to hear it, A. No
Right.
one.
no.
Nobody wants to hear it.
And I
And
do think it puts your head in a weird frame of mind too. I think you do start listening to it.
Yeah, that Jennifer Aniston, I guess, is coming out with a movie next week called Cake, and she lives in chronic pain.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to know the premise of the movie and see what they discuss.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how that'll go over. So, did anyone read the book Wild?
no,
No,
it's on my list, but I never did read it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, there is a blip of cancer in it. I'm not going to tell you anything more than that. But a friend of mine didn't read the book and went to the movie, and she texted me afterwards, and she was like, "What the fuck? I can't escape it." And it's true. Like, you know, before cancer, we would see something like that, and you'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
like, you know that, like, it tugs at your heartstrings." But now you see it, and you're like, "Oh my God, that
Yeah,
could be me.
It's, you know.
That is me."
It's true.
You know?
Plus, once you sort of enter this world of, so once you're a cancer patient, and Anne-Marie, you were doing it before you were a cancer patient, but it's like, then everybody knows you are, and everybody comes to you for questions, and of course you want to do it, but that's another reason why it's always going to be a part of your life, because
Right,
you're
yeah.
now here, and you're in the know, and you've been around the block, and
Yeah, you joined a special club.
you're in that club, and so it really is a part of your life. I mean, we have our cancer friends now, you know?
That sentence, right, Bob, that Bill said?
Yep, welcome to the club you never wanted to be a part of.
So true.
It is completely true. And, you know, we were all so naive in the beginning of all this, and I'm sure sitting there, you all said the same thing I did. I just can't wait till this is over.
Mm-hmm.
What a joke. Like, who
Well, really,
how did we
When
ever
is
think
that
about
happening?
reality?
When is that happening? Over.
I have no idea.
Really naive, you're right.
I was so naive.
You know, I'm happy, like, even once it ends, to remain out in the open and be somebody who can be an advocate, kind of like you, Anne Marie, and talk and, you know, give people the straight talk,
Oh,
the
I don't
straight dope, and be the, like, well, here's the reality, you know. You think this is, you know, easy? You think this is fun? You think this is great? I mean, here, let me give you the lowdown, you know, and
Well,
talk.
Stacey, you
And just
technically
be
are,
like,
because right now this is live on YouTube, so.
Yeah.
yay.
You know,
I always forget that. And we're here talking about toilet seats and stuff.
people have watched these.
They have.
Yes, I've actually gotten emails and inboxes from people telling me that they've watched them. And I will tell you that the most popular one is the poop episode. And everyone
Maybe you
has
should
told me
market
that
it.
they felt like it was great to know that they think that there's other people out there that think and talk about poop as much as them.
That's awesome.
Come on, our digestive system has, I mean, I'm not, I mean, especially mine. I had my insides like ripped apart and torn and twiddled and everything else. Our digestive system has changed.
Yes.
I mean, you know,
Yep.
completely. So, of course, we're going to talk about poop.
What hasn't changed? Seriously.
Not one single thing has not changed. Everything has changed.
Literally. From head to toe. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literally. Hi, Laura. I'm on live with, like, so you don't want to probably come into the...
Wave.
We're doing cancer chat.
Tell her you're on a Google Hangout, not that
Lauren
you're
has
live.
her Fighting for a Cure breast cancer t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Does she really?
I bought like one for everybody right before I was diagnosed in my emergency room. It was like, you know, support breast cancer, the big pink ribbon.
Oh my God, that is hilarious that you bought that. You of all
Right,
people.
literally like 2 weeks before I got diagnosed with breast cancer. Yep.
Oh, how
He
apropos.
wears it, I don't.
Well, you know, in what we were just talking about, the fact that, you know, getting over it and all of that baloney, that we really can't, because I believe we can't, but we can, you know, when Sue was on before, she was talking about NED, you know, no evidence of disease, and I do love that word, because I think
wish I could get
that,
there. I hope I get there.
right, you want to get there, because cancer-free is just so,
Because I think you're right. It's such an appropriate term.
Mm-hmm.
NED. There's no evidence of disease.
right, cancer-free is not something that is ever in our head, because even if the doctor
No,
wants
I've
to
never
say to
heard
us, you're cancer-free, in our head we'll never be cancer-free. But I believe that cancer-free is a state of mind. So
Yeah.
Yep.
can we give ourselves a cancer-free moment?
Sure.
You know, that's what we need to try to do.
Yeah,
Those
I mean,
moments, you know,
Fine, definitely.
where you're waking up and you're, you know, having coffee and you're doing whatever. I don't know, reading Us Weekly. I don't know, friggin'.
It's my birthday this weekend, so maybe I'll have a weekend full of that.
Happy birthday.
You know, can people that are stage 4 that are metastatic, do they have cancer-free? Because I feel like it's easy for us to say that, knowing that.
Andy and I have talked, or I think it was, or maybe it was not telling, and I don't know, someone who was stage 4, it was either Andy or not, I can't remember who it was, talked about it, and yes, no, it was Tina. She gets on her four-wheeler and she goes four-wheeling over the dunes, and she has those moments, you know, where you're just, you don't care about anything but that moment. And that's what I think you need to find, is that moment where cancer's not a doctor's appointment. You're not, you know, calling to find out about test results. You're not making that appointment. You're not, you know, worried about what's going to happen next.
Yep. No, that's what my goal is for
It's
this
just
weekend.
Stacey's birthday.
That's my goal for this weekend. Hopefully I'm not going to be crawling out of the abyss of illness, but, you know, that's my plan. I want to eat cake. I told my nurse this morning, I'm like, just make me feel good enough to be able to eat cake.
Mm.
So
Well,
eat
you
your
know,
cake.
Stacey, sugar feeds cancer.
Yes, all right.
So, you know, you might want to feed your cancer this weekend. It might be a
Great.
little
So I'm going to drink champagne and eat cake then for the rest of my life. I think that'll be great.
Absolutely. I'm trying to remember if, like, when I was in the midst of the treatment like you are right now, Stacey, if I ever felt like I had a cancer-free moment, like I don't know. I can't remember if I ever felt like that during. Did you, Bob? Like when you were getting chemo and?
Treatment? No, I was miserable.
I don't know that my brain could ever grasp that. So we're going to have to hear about you, Stacy, if you're able to put yourself in that moment.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try. I'll
try.
report back. But I think there's a lot to be said for, like, our groups are talking about mindfulness and meditation, and that's a big thing here at Georgetown, that they're really promoting that here on campus, is meditation and relaxation and stuff like that. And that's part of, I've not done it, and I should. And I think that's something that helps with that, is you can kind of alter your thoughts. I went through cognitive therapy a few years back, and it does help me to kind of, deliver myself to a better, my happy zone, so to speak. But, I think there's
Stacey, have you tried Reiki at all?
I'm sorry?
Have you tried Reiki at all?
I would like to. I've heard that's one of the things that the center here and the Life with Cancer Center is also they have a Reiki all the time, and they said everyone's
you should
like,
definitely give it a try.
So I'd like to. I'm doing a yoga class in a couple weeks that I'm gonna. It'll be interesting for me to try yoga. I haven't done it in a few years, and I've been significantly heavier since the last time I did it. So we'll have to see how it goes.
My
Look
dog
at that sunlight.
My dog is destroying. See him?
No.
Stacy, are you getting treatment at Lombardi? Are you at Georgetown?
No, but that's the thing I want my boyfriend to look into, is they have the Men with Breast Cancer here. It's a support group of men who are partnered, obviously with women in their lives who are facing this. And it's run by JT3 and a bunch of other Georgetown alums. But no, I'm going through a Fairfax. There's a group called Virginia Cancer Specialists, whom I love. So
You said something about, you mentioned Georgetown, so I was wondering if you were.
Did you say that was a group for men with breast cancer?
No, they didn't mention anything about that, but that would be something worth looking into too, I suppose, Bob. But it's kind of more resources for men with women in their lives who have the disease.
Okay.
I think it would be for your boyfriend, Bob.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It is funny, though, that they call it that, because I would have thought it was what Bob thought, too.
Right, yeah.
What do they call it?
Men Against Breast Cancer.
Against breast cancer.
Against. Oh, okay.
All right, I misheard it.
I did, too. All right, people, I need to go get my son.
Yeah, I gotta run, too.
I got to finish drinking my milk.
You're so
Out
healthy.
for an
You're drinking
hour.
a Diet Coke.
Send me that email.
How apropos. Smooth tea.
I'd rather be drinking champagne. Stacy, is your birthday this weekend?
It is. It's on Sunday.
Happy birthday. Have a great birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you.
Lisa, you didn't hear me.
What'd you
Lisa,
say?
I'm drinking smooth tea.
Get out of here. Are you really?
I swear to God.
You're a nut.
We can just keep talking about poop here.
It's the only thing that keeps me regular.
Your smooth move.
I swear to God.
Why are you wearing your fish belly?
I have a really bad pain right here in my shoulder.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Eh.
It's just because she's old. That's all.
It's just because I'm
I'm
90.
You're older.
Lisa, don't forget to send me that email.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it right
Lisa,
now.
don't forget.
Okay.
I'm doing it now because I will forget. I'm going to keep it right here in front of my computer and do it right now.
Right, you can't escape.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, all.
Have a good week. We'll see you same time next week.
Happy birthday, Stacy.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.